if you've been on the
Yo, what is up, fam? It's your dude, FanOFOSRS here. Welcome to another video, guys. We're going to be reacting to Remember.io games. Guys, I used to play these back in the day, and they were super fun, okay? Only for a little, until I lost. You know how games only fun until you lose, right? So let's check it out. It's a documentary-style video.
On the internet for a while, you may remember this disturbing Slither.io video from July 2016.
Secret creepy level. No, I do not know about that, guys. We might have to watch that.
In the video, a user logs onto Slither.io and discovers
there's a whole community about playing this game, guys. Like, there's one TikToker that gets like 500,000 views per video playing a Slither variation, bro. Because there's like, there's hundreds and hundreds of the variations for this game.
discovers a hidden bonus
Cajillions.
level to the game, released that same year. The creator
I don't know how to turn off subtitle. Oh, there it is.
documented the steps required to get there, getting past 8,000 points, then heading directly towards the wall.
Oh, snap!
Secret path lies
What?
hidden. There, after some electricity, he's then greeted by a giant snake of Lovecraftian proportions,
Oh my gosh.
which kills him practically instantly. The video was obviously faked, especially since
That's cool, man. I should make a video like that and I'll go viral, bro.
the channel behind it
Well done.
was a horror stories channel.
Oh, snap. Wait, so they uploaded it on a, like, oh, I thought they uploaded it on like a random channel to like, so they don't know it's a horror stories channel, but come on, now you know it's a fake video, right? You have to know.
A horror stories channel, and the editing isn't trying to be anything too realistic. But I remember
That's scary, bro.
people actually believed this was real for a brief period of time. I remember back in 2016 and 2017, videos like these were everywhere. Maybe not the
I like watching like the Super Mario edits, bro. Those are fun.
scary part, but the obviously faked,
Guys, 39 mil
edited,
views.
or clipped
So many views, guys. How do these have so many views, guys? There's a huge community. Look at all these, like, millions and millions of views. It's like only one guy that's getting all these views, though.
their gameplay would often get
Jeez, man. 34 mil, 35.
tens of millions
Jeez, 33, 32.
of views. And that
Dude.
got me thinking about the
Slither is such a popular game, it seems.
other games that follow the .io moniker. It's been a while since I had last played any of these games, which is weird, as .io games played a big part of my online experience, especially during school.
Like, I just come home from school one day and everybody's telling me about a .io game, man. it just like blew up overnight and everybody's playing .io.
So I'm interested in seeing how they've changed and evolved since 2017. But first, what exactly is a .io game? .io is a website domain that was designed to be used for the British Indian Ocean Territory. However,
What the heck?
uses of the domain often have nothing to do with that. IO can also stand for input-output, which makes the domain preferable for people making games or wanting to build an association with technology,
Oh, okay.
as coding requires both inputs and outputs. .io
But it's in the end of the day, it's just a domain name. It's not anything super.
games typically
It's just a domain name. It's gonna serve its function. You know what I mean?
follow a similar format. An online, free-for-all, score-based game, where the
That's what it really is, guys. That's what it really goes. That's what most of the .io format follows.
higher the score, the more of an advantage you get. In some games, this can be more obvious than others, as being the little guy against someone at the top of the scoreboard isn't something that usually works out either way. But that's just a broad overview of the
I can't believe they made it like a shooter kind of .io, man. I would try that out.
topic. Let's take a closer look at some of these games, starting with the originator of this trend, agar.io.
Yeah, this is the one I played, the only one I played, but Slither's huge.
If you remember, agar.io, sometimes referred to as Agario, is a game that was released in 2015, with the goal of you becoming big. You start as this tiny little speck, but as
Yeah, it's a pretty addictive game, I'm not gonna lie.
you consume dots, you gain mass,
I
and
wonder if this website is still around.
can eat the dots smaller than you, your fellow players. Once you start making some progress, you can also gain the ability to shoot off and split into two, allowing for somewhat of a lunge to catch much smaller circles, since as you get bigger, you also get slower. As simple as it is, the replayability and ease of access allowed for the game to completely explode online, specifically on YouTube, as watching this game being played well is kinda satisfying.
Whoa. I didn't know there could be that many dots in one spot right there, guys. He just got instantly huge.
But
He hit the jackpot for sure, man.
all this success led to an even bigger game 1 year later. Slither.io is the first game you think of when .io games are brought up. Thousands of videos, millions of views, tons of publicity. And as for the game itself, it's quite a bit more balanced. While Agario gives the bigger circle an automatic win over a smaller one, in Slither it's technically possible for the smallest snake on the map to beat the biggest,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
albeit with an innate disadvantage. Like the
But that's just like a gar.
last game, you need to eat little dots to increase in size, and eventually, make it to the top of the leaderboard. To do this, you need to eat the orbs that come from bigger and longer snakes. You can take them out by getting them to ram headfirst into your body. Bigger snakes are able to circle smaller ones, slowly tightening until the smaller snake has no other choice but to accidentally bump into you.
Oops, I know it's game over right there, man.
While it sounds a bit complicated in concept, it actually feels
You just gotta watch the gameplay for a minute and you know what to do, basically.
completely natural to play. I guess that's what happens when it's taken from one of the biggest classics. Once again,
Yeah, but nobody likes single player. Not many like single player games, guys, in my opinion. I always like the multiplayer aspect. I'm sure there's a lot that like single player games, but I personally enjoy multiplayer, guys.
it's another simple game everyone's played, but it's still more than worth talking about, since it's by far the most popular game here. But to be honest, I remember watching videos about it more than I actually remember playing it at school. I even made a handful of videos
I haven't played a single game of Slither.io.
myself.
This looks like the end screen for a video, man. Did he just take his end screen format?
12 years later. Why did I think these were a good idea? Deep.io is a more advanced take on the classic formula. In this game, you play as a little shooty cannon guy, and
He said shooty cannon, guys.
you have to delete shapes and other players to level up. And every level you get a point, to allow you to buff your damage, speed, reloading, and more. And every 15 levels, you get to completely upgrade yourself. This can completely change the way you play the game. Like these homing
Dude, that looks like overpowered freaking
shots
at the
that
higher level kind of deal. That's what it looks like to me.
follow the mouse. Another thing I like here is that once you finally die, you can still come back with some pre-existing levels, instead of having to go back to
Oh my gosh, thank goodness they added that, bro. Nobody wants to start out at freaking level 1, bro. That's the most annoying thing.
square one. Another thing that really makes this game stand out is the use of different game modes. While the original free-for-all game mode is here, there's also different team modes, which allow for a slightly different experience, although very similar. Expanding on these ideas, Surviv.io is yet another shooter, being a 2D reimagining of PUBG.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say, it looks like.
It follows the ever-popular 2017 formula of the Battle Royale. But unlike PUBG or even other games like
That almost looks like a .io game, bro.
Knives Out or H1Z1, the gameplay of Surviv runs at a much faster pace. Matches only last about 5 or so minutes.
Not bad. So I can just pick it up at work and play a game of this. Survive.io.
Allowing for the perfect Battle Royale game for people who don't like getting good grades. The top-down perspective stops people from hiding on the storm line.
Guys, I can't believe they're giving you a free laptop if you go to school now. So you can just play games all day at school, man. Get a free laptop.
which is already the
That's good though. You need a laptop to study and stuff.
most boring part of any battle royale game, so I'm fine to let it go. The perspective also makes it harder to run away from fights, so they usually end up in someone actually winning rather than just someone running away. These factors undeniably make Surviv a solid game. Not to mention, other game modes are here too.
Oh, nice.
But where do we go from here? How do we expand from a 2D, decently open world battle royale? What about a 3D shooter?
Oh, let's go, let's go. Looks like freaking CS:GO, but you can actually aim. You can actually aim down the sight. Let's go.
Crunker.io isn't the kind of game you usually think of when
Oh,
mentioning
it looks exactly like Call of Duty, guys, almost.
the term .io game. While there's technically a
Like Minecraft to .io, Crunker.io.
scoreboard,
Guys, we gotta try this.
there's little else in common with the rest of these games. This one's a 3D FPS with multiple game modes and an active player base. There's not an extreme
Nice.
punishment for dying, and you don't get an advantage for staying alive, because mechanically this isn't a .io game. It's a regular FPS with a .io web domain.
Bro.
When you
So close to
hop into a lobby, the first thing you'll
so close to Call of Duty. We gotta try this.
notice is just how sweaty some of these players are. Despite this being a free online browser game, some people still put down hundreds of hours on it. A
Hey, I'd be down to do
testament
that.
to the game's ability to keep people engaged. Something I really like here is that you get the choice to throw your knife at people. You can only throw it once, and it leaves you with your fists for melee combat. But the payoff is an
Why do so many games just take the Minecraft sprites and edit them?
instant kill single-use projectile.
Whoa.
A really unique take on what's usually a pretty standard mechanic. There's even a modding
Dang, bro, took out that mannequin like...
community with custom servers,
I don't remember having that in Black Ops 2. You could just take out the mannequin's head.
where I was
Dude.
able to play this extremely cool Counter-Strike Dust 2 map. That, paired with a slew of game modes, is something that gives this game way more content and replayability than the more simplistic games. And it even carries the hallmark of .io games, the fact you can play it on a lower level machine in the middle of class. This game gives off the same vibes as something like Roblox Arsenal. Guns kill fast and you respawn fast, leading to high-speed, intense gameplay.
Hey, not many could do it like Call of Duty, but these games are trying to do it like it.
If you can get past the learning curve fighting other players, that is. Nowadays,
Dude, I am pro at these kind of games, or used to be. I'm washed now, but hey, let me get back into it. And big fan of, will be strong at it.
it seems the most popular use of the .io branding comes down to the titles of mobile games, using a similar gameplay formula, but omitting the use of real online multiplayer, opting for bots instead, taking advantage of the pre-established
I don't like fighting bots. I'd rather fight real players, but it hurts more fighting real players, guys. I'll be raging it so hard when I lose. I was literally breaking down because I kept losing in Smash Brothers when I was playing off stream, man, or on the bed right here, man. I was raging so hard. I keep raging.
notion that these games would be online and faking it to save on bandwidth, since servers are either too expensive or too annoying for people playing on cell data. It seems faking .io games isn't entirely a thing of the past. I'm impressed at just how far this little trend ended up becoming. While Slither.io isn't the big thing anymore, it's expanded into something far, far greater. A legacy that
Actual Flash multiplayer games. I'm sure if I was younger, I'd hop on this trend, but I didn't I had my other games I could play, you know what I mean? These ones, you don't get that much of a tangible reward. I mean, you could if you make videos about them, but I don't know what I'm saying. I like also making progress on my account that's permanent, like RuneScape. And you don't seem to make, in these .io games, you don't really seem to make that much. There's probably like leaderboards and stuff, but yeah.
usually isn't saved for little browser
I don't know.
games.
It's a browser game, guys. But yeah, we might try that one IO game, the last one. That last one seems fun. It's also Slither. We should try Slither. But see you guys next video. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, leave your comments below. Check out the original video creator in the description. Later, guys. Let's look at a few comments here. IO games will forever Especially diep.io will hold a special place in my heart. Agire.io was basically my childhood. Yeah, probably a freaking sweaty competitive scene for every game. Later, guys. Peace out.